I actually went to a swingers resort in Jamaica and
Really?
had a fucking blast.
What happened there?
You know what happened there.
Alexa, what the fuck's going on?
What's up? What's good?
Oh, we're drinking?
We are.
How's that tequila treating you?
It's treating me pretty well. This is pretty good stuff.
I don't think I've tried that cazadores before, but
It's really good. This is my first time trying it as well.
you normally fuck around with reposados, or
Yeah.
like 9 times out of 10 people who are tequila drinkers are like, they don't know. They're just like tequila, and they're like, well, do you want Blanco? Do you want reposado? Do you want Año? Like,
I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes I can be picky with my tequila. Like, I definitely can't do 1800 anymore. But it really doesn't matter. As long as it's, tequila, pineapple most of the time, I'm solid. I'm good.
well, we have both for you.
Perfect.
And it's even like fancy-ish juice. Kind of fancy juice. I don't know.
It's pineapple.
It says it's 100%. It's gotta be good, right?
I feel like all pineapple juice tastes the same.
Hopefully. If pineapple juice doesn't taste like pineapple juice, something's fucked up.
Yeah, then it's definitely not pineapple juice.
So what's been going on this LA trip?
Not a whole lot. Just working, seeing some friends, hanging out.
Doing anything fun?
I actually have been so busy this trip. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to, hang out, go to bars, restaurants, that kind of stuff. But
Oh, that's a bummer.
I know.
There's nothing worse than like taking a business trip and being like, I get to see work, hotel, and the airport. Awesome.
It's okay. It's been a fun trip. I did get to visit a few friends, so.
What'd y'all get into?
Well, we were gonna go on a hike, but then we ate an edible and decided that probably wasn't the best idea. So
Very typical LA of you. It's like, hike sounds amazing. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, no, I'm good. Let's just chill here. You're acting like a native Angelino already.
Oh, like a what?
An LA resident.
Oh, well, perfect. I fit in then.
Exactly. Hikes are for motivated motherfuckers.
I know. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. I guess I was feeling very adventurous or something.
Were you guys going to go hike Runyon or?
No, we were actually going to go see the Hollywood sign or whatever, like super touristy thing to do, I guess.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're visiting.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I've been here enough times.
Still. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going out and seeing the Hollywood sign. It's cool. It's fucking a landmark for a reason.
I mean, I thought it would have been fun. Probably will still end up doing it.
How much longer are you in town?
So I'm here till the 18th, and then I'm going to Vegas.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you still got time to get into some shit.
Yeah, of course. Plenty of time. There's always time.
Well, obviously not if you've been here for days already and you haven't gotten into shit except edibles. It's not always time.
That's true. We make time.
So what are you going to get into? What are you going to do?
I still don't know yet. I just kind of go with the flow.
Nice. Is there anything in LA, all your trips that you haven't seen that you're like, this is what I have to do? At least one trip.
So I went to Universal, I think my last LA trip. That was fun. It was a little bit underrated. Not what I expected it to be, but whenever you haven't been to a place, you always want to do some touristy stuff.
Oh yeah. And Universal's fun, but yeah, it's mostly a bunch of virtual rides. It's not
Yeah, I was really upset by that, but that's okay.
What do you mean there's no fucking real roller coasters here?
I really went for Harry Potter World.
Oh. You get yourself a butterbeer?
No, I did not do that. I wish I did though.
No wand?
No.
Fuck. What are you doing at Harry Potter
I did
World?
go on the castle ride.
Nice. Do you know what house you're in?
Well, I'm in your house.
No, I meant Harry Potter house.
Oh. Come back to me.
You didn't get the sorting hat? You didn't figure out what house you're in?
No, they didn't have that on the ride, sadly.
Oh. I think you are the only performer in the history of performers that wasn't immediately I know what house I'm in. every performer who's into Harry Potter is just like Slytherin or Hufflepuff or whatever fucking house they're in.
Hufflepuff.
Every last one of them. They know. They just know that shit. So we got some homework for you. By the next time you come on the show.
I just wanted to go see Hogwarts.
Well, yeah, but you got to know what house you're in Hogwarts, right? I'm giving you a hard time. Don't worry. It's not the end of the world.
No. We're having a great time.
What's life like in fucking Florida for you, though? Like,
I love it. I actually just moved there like 6 months ago from Texas. So it's it's not much different. I feel like in some ways it is, in some ways it's not. But I like it a lot.
Florida or Texas, who has the crazier people with guns?
Texas.
Really? You think so?
100%.
I really feel like Florida has more unhinged people with guns.
Oh, well, in that aspect, yes.
I worked armed security down there years ago, and like we had a dude who thought we were trying to rob it. Like we're in uniform and shit. And like pulled a gun on us, thought we were trying to rob him at an ATM.
Oh my God.
It's like, dude, no, you dummy.
That hasn't happened to me yet. But I have heard of crazy things always happening there.
You haven't rolled up on people with guns, have you?
No, not yet.
But being a girl from Texas, I'm sure you know how to shoot.
I do, yes.
What's your weapon of choice?
Don't ask me that.
Tomato name? I got it. We'll keep it on the DL.
Listen, like growing up, I used to shoot shotguns in my grandpa's backyard in Fort Worth.
That's awesome. So, like, I feel like part of the whole gun control debate and all that fun shit is like, if more people had a realistic understanding of how guns work, like, there would be a better discussion about it. Because a lot of people...
I do agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you.
Because a lot of people's knowledge comes from fucking action movies, and they don't know shit.
Yeah, I mean, they see something on TV, and they're like, oh, I can do that. Like, that's badass. Like, no, that's a really bad decision.
Really bad. Really bad. It's like almost anything that comes from entertainment. It's like, this is from the mind of a writer. This is the mind of some creative who may have no actual factual basis of knowledge. I mean, if you were to believe CSI, there's semen on everything. There's always DNA to be gotten.
You're not wrong. I actually love that show.
I never really got into it. Like,
really? I don't know. I love like anything crime related on TV.
Do I have to worry about you, or like, can you get away with a perfect murder? Or are you one of these women who's like, I'm so into true crime, I know exactly what to do. I will never get caught.
I feel like I would just feel because I'm a really bad liar. So that's probably why I wouldn't be able to get away with the murder, because I would just start laughing and smiling like really bad.
Alexa, did you kill that man?
I would be like, yes, I did.
Piece of advice for you. If that ever comes up for whatever reason, just say lawyer over and over again. You can laugh and smile the whole time. Just keep saying lawyer. Let's
I plead the fifth.
No. Lawyer.
Well, let's hope I never get in that situation.
I hope so too. But, if you have to murder someone, just lawyer.
I got it.
Because I'm sure if you have to, it's for a good reason. Wasn't just because, like, someone cut you off in traffic or some shit. You haven't lived in Florida that long where that shit happens yet.
No, I have. I definitely, like, feel like nobody can drive.
Oh.
And I can't drive. So that's saying something.
That's bad. That's bad when...
Yeah.
Like, motherfuckers, I know I can't do this. And you're worse than me. That's fucking bad. And you gotta fucking drive in Florida.
They definitely I feel like the biggest difference between Florida and Texas in driving is everybody in Florida uses their horns for every little thing. They will honk at you. And it throws me off because in Texas, nobody honks at you for shit.
Yeah, I get that. And like that's ballsy to do in Florida because everyone's got guns. In LA, a lot of people don't fucking honk because they're afraid of motherfuckers getting out with guns.
I can see that.
Like, I've had some insane road rage incidents. Like, blinker on, merge over, and the motherfucker didn't want to let me in. I went anyways. I got in, and then all of a sudden, like a block later, oh, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, dude, my blinker was on, and you didn't want to let me in. I went, fuck you.
Do you get road rage?
I plead the fifth. It happens, but not to the point where, like, I'm trying to like start shit with people.
Yeah.
I may just swear and call someone a stupid motherfucker like in my car, but I'm not chasing people down to like, I'm too old for that shit. Like,
that's good.
I understand like there are real consequences of violence at this point in life. In my 20s, it was like, oh no, fuck you, fuck. Like, too old for that shit now. It's like, oh yeah, no. This could get really stupid really fast. I don't need to escalate things.
Right. Just gonna mind my business.
Yep. Call them a dumb motherfucker on, in my car, go about my fucking day. Yeah, that is definitely the folly of youth there, is just like not thinking about that there's real world consequences to shit like that.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you're fine and you haven't had a crazy Florida road rage incidents.
Not yet, but knock on wood.
Right, let's knock on wood. Like,
I don't want to jinx myself.
right? We definitely don't want that.
Yeah.
So walk me through like when you're not working down in Florida, what are you doing with yourself?
I actually I like to go to the beach a lot, hang out with my friends. I love to travel. I'm a foodie, so I like trying out like different bars, restaurants, that kind of stuff.
Any particular spots that come to mind?
I'm still like I feel like I'm still learning my way around things in Florida.
What is the go-to like type of food that you're looking for? Like,
I mean, I feel like my favorite type of food would definitely be Mexican food, either Mexican or Italian. Even though it's like not the healthiest thing, that's my favorite. Unless I'm drunk, then it's gonna be tacos.
that's Mexican food. Unless you're like,
It is Mexican food.
unless you're like, it's Taco Bell, and then
But there's always like that one spot whenever you're just like really drunk and you're hungry and you're on your way home and you're like, no, like I have to go there because it just hits. I feel like it's always a taco spot for me.
well, and that's the beautiful part about LA. Like, there are good taco trucks fucking everywhere.
Oh, I need to check them out.
I'll recommend one that's like just down the street. One where not on air and not doxing myself on where I live.
Yeah, you should probably not do that.
Probably. I mean, my audience has a good idea of like roughly where I am in Hollywood, but I don't need to tell them like, I'm right fucking here. Please come harass me.
Yeah, no.
I should avoid that. But you mentioned travel. Like, where have you been? Where are you going?
So I actually I've only left the country twice, but I have plans on going to Europe, hopefully soon.
Well, where have you been?
I've been to Mexico and Jamaica.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. I actually went to a swingers resort in Jamaica and
Really?
had a fucking blast.
What the fuck happened there?
You know what happened there.
I don't. That's what I'm at. I was not there with you. Like, unless I got really, really blackout drunk, I don't think we've met in person before. So I'm pretty sure I wasn't in Jamaica with you.
No, yeah, you weren't.
Okay, good.
So,
I was a little worried there for half a second. Like, I mean, I drink, and I was just like, oh, fuck.
like, oh, shit.
Did I black out and go on vacation with you? That would have been really embarrassing. Like,
That's happened to me. Well, not that, but I mean, I ran into a guy actually when I was going to one of my shoots in the hotel lobby. He was like, I've met you before. I was like, from where? He was like, Cancun. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I must have been really drunk. But then I remembered.
was this a dude you hooked up with in Cancun, or?
Yeah, definitely. At another swingers resort.
Like, oh, good to see you.
Yeah, I was like, because I didn't remember at first, and I'm like, oh, this is weird.
Is it though? And
It wasn't. It was kind of cool. It was like a small world.
right? Obviously, you made an impression on him that he didn't make on you.
Yeah, you could say that.
I think that's a fair assessment. If like he definitely was like, oh my God, I recognize you from a clear across the fucking lobby. And then you're just like, I've seen you naked. Oh, but back to Jamaica. Tell me about the swingers club resort.
Well, it was like a resort. It was actually really nice. It was really nice. It was so cool. Like they had like different excursions and stuff you could do. It was a good time. But also like it was badass because you could fucking just walk around naked the whole time. You'd go to the beach, be naked. It was a blast. I felt like it was like really freeing.
Hell yeah. Like, and you just wild parties there?
Oh, for sure. There's parties like every night.
Tell me about them. Like, I have never been to a swingers resort. I'm sure a lot of my audience never has either. Like, please.
You know, I feel like it can be a different experience, like, anytime you go.
Well, hopefully.
It's always a good time, though. Like, regardless if I'm fucking, I'm gonna have fun. And that's just that. Some of the most craziest parties I've ever been to was a swingers party. And, like, most people think, oh, it's just a bunch of, like, older, like, nasty people, like, getting down. But that's not it. Like, there's a lot of, like, good looking people that are in the lifestyle and they know how to party. So it's always fun.
That's never been my experience at a swingers party. It's always been, I mean, I definitely been some questionable people. I've definitely been inside some questionable people at a swingers party. It's just like, but, you know, obviously people have to start off as young swingers somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of times there are some not so attractive people there.
Yeah, that's true. Most of the time, like, I really don't ever go to, like, those, you know, because they have, like, different things. Usually I just go to, like, house parties, and it's all with people that I know already that look nice, and, you know, I can hang out with all night, and it's a vibe, and it's just not weird.
You're like, no uggos allowed. Got it.
No.
Like, you got to be this attractive to ride this ride. I understand.
No, that's not even. But you know what else is, like, I've also met some, like, really good friends that, like, are just, like, the coolest fucking people that I don't even sleep with. Like, we're just really good friends, and they're just cool as shit.
I feel like you have to be somewhat cool to be in that lifestyle. Like,
yeah,
if you're completely down with going against societal norms and being like, yo, it's A-okay for you, person I barely know, to fuck my partner, my significant other, you got to be pretty fucking open-minded, right?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you're never gonna meet a boring person at one of those places.
I hope not. I hope not. Like, what would a boring swinger even be like? Oh, weird.
No, for sure. But that's how I got into porn. So
you're like, oh, well, I can monetize this.
You know?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like doing what you fucking love, right?
Yeah. I mean, I love sex.
Oh my God. Yay. Because not everyone does in this industry.
And that's so sad, I feel like.
It isn't. It isn't. Like, if people are okay with it, like, if the person who doesn't love sex is like, I'm okay with this, like, they're not doing it because they feel they have to. If they're just like, this is my job, and it's my job. Not everyone loves their fucking work.
Right.
As long as they're like, I'm okay with my job, I accepted my job, it's fine. It's a bummer for the people they're sleeping with.
Yeah, because then it just makes, I feel like, the other person feel, like, awkward and uncomfortable.
Well, hopefully they're good enough performers that, like, the people they're having scenes with don't realize it.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, there have definitely been some people over the years who are in this industry because they're like, it's business and is what it is. But it's always awesome when it's like someone like you who's like, no, I'm here to fuck.
I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, you know, like, I am trying to make a career out of it, but at the same time, it's like, if you are not happy in your career, whether it's OnlyFans, pizza delivery driver, whatever, then you're going to be miserable.
Have you ever met a happy pizza delivery driver? Do they exist?
Actually, I have once. So I was at a party with two of my friends, and we were like, oh, you know, we thought it would be funny to answer the door naked, of course, because you just have to do that when you order pizza. And he seemed pretty happy.
Once again, I feel like that is a very subjective situation. If I answer the door naked for the pizza guy, he is not going to be happy. I may get the police called on me. You answer the door naked.
I think it would be really funny if I was the pizza delivery driver and you were naked.
Maybe. I mean, I guess it would also depend if, like, I was hard or not. Like, if I answered the door naked, hard, like, sup, dude? You got my pie?
But yeah, you are a guy, so I guess it would be different.
It's a little situationally different. Yeah. Hot girls answer the door naked, like, yeah, the minimum wage dude is probably like, fuck yes, that made my night. Did you tip him on top of that?
I did, of course.
Fucking gangster. I've definitely heard other girls who have done similar things like, no, you saw my tits. That's the tip. No.
No, I used to wait tables, so I always believe in always tipping.
Good on you. More people need to realize that, like, hey, tits are nice. They don't pay my rent.
That's true.
They do pay my rent now, but not, you know what I mean. Seeing someone's tits, just seeing them doesn't pay my rent. But it's also one of those things where, like, society would also break down if everyone had their ideal job, because no one on career day as a kid's like, I want to grow up to be a janitor.
That's true. That's very true. I can't even remember what I used to want to be when I was little.
You don't remember, like, your childhood dream?
I do know that if you would have told me when I was in high school that I was going to grow up to be a porn star, I probably would have laughed.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I would assume so. I'm sure 99% of the industry would be like, no, this is not. Most people don't picture themselves in their adolescence like, this is where I'm going to end up.
I love it. Like, it's better than a 9 to 5.
Oh, 100%. 100 fucking percent. It's such a weird business because it's like, it opens doors to a lot of other shit too.
It does. It definitely does.
I worked in music before, well before porn. And after being in porn, like, much more connected in music than I ever was actually working in music. Just because musicians love porn stars.
That's true.
It's a weird, like, end up at parties like, oh, you're dating my friend now, like, dude in major band. Cool. How's it going?
Like, hey.
Do you have any wild DM slides? Don't name them, but, like,
I've had a few.
What was their opener? Like,
I feel like it's always like, if it's someone like really famous, they always have like such a big ego, and they're always like, hey, like, what's your number? Like, just so cheesy. Or they'd be like, just the cheesiest pickup lines. And you're just like, what?
Dude, you gotta at least offer to change someone's life.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, hey, what's your number? Like, that's low effort.
But I feel like athletes are the worst.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, what are they doing?
Athletes are just the worst. Like, I feel like they're always the biggest assholes that has slid into my DMs.
What are the athletes doing? Are they also coming with the hay, or?
They just, it's the ego thing.
Yeah, dude, you play a sport well. Cool. People give you a lot of money for that. Awesome. Doesn't necessarily make you any better than anyone fucking else.
Exactly. I feel like we're all people, no matter what you do.
You provide a distraction to society as an athlete. Like, your whole role in life is to, like, provide the working class people with a distraction from their humdrum life. Do you really do anything that changes society besides that distraction?
Right?
Like, are you out here curing cancer? No. Cancer doctors should be able to, like, roll in with that kind of ego. Like, that's right. I saved 5 kids this week.
I do like sports, though.
Oh, I'm not saying, dude, just like, sports or something like, oh, sports are fucking evil or any shit like that. But it's just like, what you actually contribute to humanity is a well-paid but negligible job. In all reality, in the tiers of entertainment, what you do probably provides more value to humanity because you're helping fight prostate cancer. You're supposed to have at least 5 orgasms a week.
That's very true.
Is Brad Pitt fighting prostate cancer? No.
Porn stars contribute to society.
Right. Mainstream actors? Not so much.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, the pay doesn't represent.
That's true.
Could you imagine what porn would be like if people were making multi-millions of dollars per scene?
I mean, that would be nice. That would be really nice.
It would be. It'd fucking be amazing. Just, we probably have a lot less turnover in the industry, too.
Very true.
Because unfortunately, it's like, people sometimes only make it fucking 6 months because this isn't for everybody.
I definitely agree with you on that as well.
I'm glad that you're here and that you're fucking loving it.
I do, like, I started off doing like OnlyFans. Then I met a friend who was in the industry that I hooked up with. And then, yeah, I've been doing porn ever since.
And here we are.
Here we are.
I want to rewind back to the travel because you wanted to go to Europe.
Yes, I really do want to go to Europe. So me and my boyfriend actually were talking. We're like, that's somewhere that we've always wanted to go together. So hopefully that will be in the future.
Where in Europe?
So I've always wanted to go to Spain, but I really want to do like a tour where I can just go to a bunch of places at once.
Or are you going to like pay for a tour guide or are you going to like go do it on your own? Like,
I think we kind of just want to like go to it on our own. Just
It's the way to
jump
go.
around.
And it's easy enough to get around in Spain on trains and shit.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, they have high-speed rails, so like you can get everywhere just on trains.
That's badass.
I was there in 2015, and like most of the time I was down on the Mediterranean coast, took a train back up to Madrid, hung in Madrid for a couple days. A lot of fucking fun.
I love it.
Hope you like pork, because they have a lot of fucking pork in their diet.
I'm not a pork fan.
Oh no. Oh no.
I do like Italian food though.
Not a ton of that in Spain.
I know.
Like,
it's okay. I plan to visit Italy as well.
any particular part of Italy?
No,
No?
just want to go visit.
Venice is supposed to be beautiful, and even though it's touristy as fuck, it's still supposed to be fucking amazing.
I'll have to check it out.
It's on my list. Like, you know, the fucking being on a gondola in the rivers and shit like that. Like, it's one of those places you got to visit because eventually that motherfucker's just going to be underwater.
Right.
So you definitely got to go. You definitely got to go check that out. Is there any other spots you want to hit?
I really want to go to Ibiza.
Oh shit! You really into clubs?
I mean, not really, but I just think it'd be fun. I also really want to visit Mykonos.
Hell yeah, hit Greece.
Yes.
How long of a trip are you thinking? Like you're doing like a month out there?
At least a month.
Hell yeah.
I feel like if I'm going to go to Europe, I definitely have to go a month.
Hell, you could probably book some work while you're out there if you really want to.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, there's a bunch of shit in Barcelona. A lot of shit's being shot in Eastern Europe, but Europe's like the size of the US, so you could catch a flight from Budapest or Prague to Western Europe in like a couple hours.
That's definitely the plan.
Would you want to go shoot for like legal and like do one of those crazy ass scenes?
What kind of scenes are those?
Oh, legal like does like triple, quadruple DPs, shit like that.
So I don't do anal right now. But I mean, I would still shoot down there.
Oh yeah, I mean, my Brazzers Mind Geek has like scenes being shot in Europe too.
Yeah, of course.
Just legal is like insane shit. Like
Yeah. I have a friend that just went down there that does crazy shit. She's awesome though. I love her.
Are you just not comfortable with anal, or are you just like saving it for a rainy day?
So I'm gonna do it. Right, but when I do it, I might do it on like my site first. So, but also I just want to make sure I'm comfortable before I do that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like the last thing you want to do is do an anal scene, look uncomfortable, and then have it fucking caught forever. Like fuck that.
Exactly.
You doing a bunch of anal in real life?
No, I've only done it like a few times with my boyfriend. But no, I don't really do it that much in my personal life.
Well, that's a bummer. I mean, if you're not into it, obviously don't do it. But if you're into it and just trying to work up to it, you should make them put in the work.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I think we're gonna try to start doing it, and just because I'm not like that experienced in it, so I don't really know like how it makes me feel yet.
Well, that's good. You have a partner who's like,
yeah,
do it with, and it's not like you have to go pick up fucking randoms at the fucking store. Like, hey, can you fuck my ass to see if I'm into this?
Right. No, I feel like it's one of those things. And like, as I like start to feel more comfortable, maybe it will be in the future.
It's the right move because traditionally, if you hold out on doing it for a while, like people pay fucking big money.
Right. Yeah.
For the first anal scene, like, which is weird to me. It's just like, okay, dude, it's a butt. Okay, if it's that much more valuable to you, I guess it's because it's taboo. But is anal sex really that taboo in fucking 2023?
I don't know.
I don't think it is.
I feel like, you just do whatever you're comfortable with, and, if you start to feel comfortable with it, then just roll with it.
100%. No one should be doing anything they're not comfortable with.
100%, yes. I agreed.
I don't know. It's just, I don't think it should be fetishized like it was 10, 15 years, even 20 years ago. Like, just like when it was, an anal sin was a big fucking deal. Like,
agreed.
But people are still paying. So take that money. People are going to pay. Take that fucking money.
That's the plan.
So are you excited for the XBiz party tomorrow night?
I am. I've actually never been to XBiz.
Well, this is just the nomination party.
Yeah, I've never been to one, so I think it'll be fun, Get to see some new faces, meet some new faces, see all my friends.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and the nomination parties are a good time because really, mostly what we're doing is getting fucked up, and like there's fucking a screen in the background playing. Like, oh, and the nominee for, best boy, girl is, and like, oh, cool, clap, 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 clap. Just keep partying.
I love it.
It'll be a good times, I promise you.
I feel like that's how, because my first AVN was last year, and that's how that went. But I had honestly a blast. I got to meet so many new people, put a name to a face to people. That's always fun.
Hell yeah. You do anything fun like during the convention?
So I had several collabs set up, but all of them canceled because everybody got so fucked up.
Yeah, that's pretty typical AVN behavior.
Yeah, but it was good. It was a good time.
Are you going to try to do that again this year, or are you just going to like hit the convention and just go?
So I think this year I'll be a little bit more experienced. So now I feel like since I've been to one, I kind of know I'm probably not going to set up any collabs.
Or set up collabs with people like, so you're sober, right?
Exactly.
It's like, oh, you're in recovery. Do you want to do a scene? You'll be fine on Saturday, I swear. Fuck. Yeah, AVN is definitely been changed a bit over the years. Because like when I first started going, it was much more of a like business to business convention. Like the fans were very much an afterthought. Performers and companies were all there to like make fucking deals. There used to be conference rooms off the show floor for people to like make deals and shit.
Oh wow. Okay, that's interesting.
And then over the years, it's transformed more into like a fan forward show.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely met people that I didn't even think I was going to have any fans because I was only in the industry for a year, so not even a year. Last year, it was like a few months.
The average career is still like under a year for a lot of performers. You're definitely going to have fans. I know this is like.
It was like my first one, so I was like, oh, this is so cool.
Were the fans cool?
Yeah, they were super nice. It was definitely a great experience.
Nice. Have you done the Exotica circuit too, or?
So I went to the one in Miami. It was fun. I feel like it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
What was up with it?
It just I feel like I won't say anything bad. It was good. It was a good experience.
Cool. I mean, I will say from my previous experiences doing Exotica Miami's and doing Exotica Fort Lauderdale, that was always kind of a weird show because South Beach has so many fucking hot people in it at all time that a lot of the fans were just kind of like, meh. I can go outside and see hot girls. Like, eh. And there was definitely, Jesus, this has to be 2012, 2013. This is still like when DVD sales were still a fucking thing. I was roadieing for a performer at Exotica Fort Lauderdale, and dudes would legitimately come up to the booth and be like, oh, why would I buy that? I can just get it on Pornhub. Like saying it to people's faces. It was fucking weird.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I would be so mad if someone came up to me and said that.
The person I was working for like told me like, can you get rid of them? Like, yeah. Like, sorry guys, you gotta go.
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
People don't realize, to this day, they don't fucking realize like, Shit's been devalued in the marketplace.
It has. And it sucks because, most of the time, like, you have to spend money to make money. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is the one beauty of OnlyFans, though, is like people's cell phone content sells.
It does. But you know what I do like about, like, I feel like being in the industry is that there's a market for everything. Literally everything.
Oh, there definitely is. It's a beautiful thing. Like, as much as there are some drawbacks to OnlyFans, like there definitely is, like when they're like, oh, hey, we're gonna get out of the porn business for like 5 minutes there. It's kind of scary that like a lot of people's livelihoods are tied to a site that like thought about dipping out at one point. But the overall like ability for creators to take control of their own fucking content and take control of their own destinies is fucking amazing.
No, I love it.
Because you're no longer tied to like someone else's fucking script.
Exactly. You can be whoever you want to be. You can write your own script and decide what kind of scenes you're going to do.
Is there anything wild and creative that you're coming up with that's like coming down the pipe?
I'm in the works of a few different things.
Very cool. Like, do you ever want to like do experimental shit? Like just get weird, make some weird shit just cause you can?
Me and my boyfriend talked about doing double vag.
Nice.
So maybe that. I don't know.
That's something you've experimented with in real life before you're going to commit to camera? Or?
No.
No? You just got to do that on camera first?
Well, if I did that, it would probably be for like my OnlyFans, my site.
But I mean, that's still on camera.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Usually we like to just like go with the flow.
What's your DM slide if you're trying to get other performers?
I guess, it just depends. I'm better than the athletes.
Give me an example. Like, you're going to DM slide some other performer. Like,
you want me to give you like an example of like a cat call?
Yeah. What is your cat call?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like it would be like, hey, like, like if it's a girl, like you're very pretty, would love to shoot with you sometime. Something like that.
That's a good fucking way to go about it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, try to be respectful.
Even if it's another girl, no one wants someone to come across fucking creepy like, I want your holes or something.
Oh
crazy.
Gosh.
I don't understand why dudes do that.
I feel like
shit.
I get weird DMs like that all the time, especially on Twitter.
Like, I don't understand what people hope to accomplish with that shit. Like, has that ever worked in the history of man?
The most asked questions in my DMs I feel like that I get is, how do I become porn star?
I have an answer for you, bro. Start your own OnlyFans and start jerking off on camera.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Tell them that. Tell them to start jerking off for other dudes. The disconnect in so many dudes' minds is like, oh, everyone you work with or everyone that you're creating content for would be someone you're attracted to, which is not the case. Like, if you really want to be in porn that badly, start jerking off for other dudes. Like, they'll pay. They'll pay. Just because you're jerking off for other dudes doesn't make you gay. It just makes them a paying customer. I am sure there are a lot of, I hate to break your OnlyFans members' hearts. I'm sure there's plenty of them that you're not sexually attracted to. That if you two were stuck on a desert island, you all would not be having sex.
I mean, that's true too. But I feel like most of them know that. And like what I like about it is like, as I get different fans wanting different things. So a lot of my fans really just want like the one-on-one, like personal experience where they know they're talking to me. And I love that.
Oh yeah, they want they definitely want the parasocial relationship.
Right. But then, you have just different fans that are into different kinks and different fetishes.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
And sometimes it kind of does throw me off because I'm like, okay, I have to break into character and like play a different role for like different fans.
Do any of the fans ever like ask you to do stuff that's just out of the comfort zone?
Well, of course, I've had like a lot of DMs like that have just asked me off the wall, crazy ass request.
Can you share with the class?
I've had some really weird shit.
I'm kind of curious.
I've had all sorts of stuff. Like, I have people ask me to I've had a guy ask me to shit in a jar. I've had a guy ask me to fart on camera.
I feel like one of those is much easier to accomplish than the other.
No, definitely.
I mean, obviously shitting in the jar is really easy.
I don't think I could do that.
Just bad aim, or?
I don't know. It's just so weird.
No, it definitely is.
It's not my thing.
No. And I'm not here to kink shame anyone, but like...
No, not at all. You like what you like.
Yeah. I also just don't know where like fetishes like that come from. It's just like, all right, whatever turns you on, man.
I've had like a balloon fetish.
People's fetishes are fucking wild.
They really are. I learn different ones like every day. And some it's just like, how does that turn you on? Like, how does that make your dick hard?
Yeah, I don't get it. In the grand scheme of things, I'm pretty fucking vanilla, so it's just like, I don't even get the foot fetish, guys. Like, I understand, like, seeing a woman's feet and like, oh, she's got pretty feet. Cool. Doesn't get my dick hard. I appreciate that she has pretty feet. Like, I definitely am turned off if she has fucking feet that look like mine. But that's not a foot fetish. That's a whole different... The people are just like, no.
I feel like as a female, like, you should always take care of your feet.
I mean, probably as a dude, you should too. I'm just neglecting them. Don't find me on Wiki Feet. It'll be bad for you.
Am I going to find you on Feet Finder?
No. Let's just start sponsoring the show, and then maybe. It's my gnarly, calloused fucking feet.
Hey, you never know that. Fuck, like you could probably make a lot of money because there's a fetish for everything. I'm not lying. That's what's crazy.
Oh, definitely. I would probably get complaints that my feet aren't calloused enough or some shit. Like, oh, that weird toenail isn't yellow enough, bro.
Somewhere in the world, someone will think that's hot.
Me and my like 3 fucking bands on, like, cool. I'm making $12 a month in feet pics. Awesome. Yes, I could buy a fucking cigar with my fucking monthly feet money. I don't feel like my feet are quite as marketable as yours. I've never seen your feet. I'm just taking an educated guess that your feet are slightly more marketable than mine. Slightly.
You never know.
Okay, well, we'll take side-by-side feet pics and we'll put them on the internet. All right. I mean, we'll do it after the show. I'm not going to just get us up in the middle of the show to take feet pics. But we will take side-by-side feet pics and then put them on Twitter without saying whose feet they are. Whose account to post this? We'll figure it out. But we'll put side-by-side feet pics up and put a poll, A or B.
I feel like now people are going to be expecting this feet picture.
Oh, no, we're going to do this. I'm not just talking about doing this on the show. Be like, ha, ha, ha. No. When we wrap.
I'm down. Let's do it.
There is a stills camera right there. And you were nice enough to bring a photographer. So.
Let's do it.
Little did he know he was being put to work for that alcohol. It's like, shit, I thought these were just free drinks. Like, no, motherfucker. Ha, ha, ha. You get to do some work now.
You gotta photograph her feet.
He does not look thrilled about this job. It's like, fuck, I would have stayed at the hotel if I had to look at this dude's feet. But we will figure out. And I will bet you that you at least get 10-1 votes versus my feet.
I mean, probably, yes.
So.
Let's do it.
No, we're going to. We have more show to do. But she was just like, no, I want to take these feet pics. I want out of here right fucking now.
We got feet pics to take.
I found your priority. You're just like, no. Enough talk.
I do have really pretty feet.
And I have really ugly feet. So this is going to be a really easy competition for you to win.
Let's hope so.
Oh. I mean, how embarrassing would it be for you if I did win?
That would be pretty bad. That would be terrible. And okay, you're right. I'm going to win.
I love the confidence now. At first, you're just like, there could be a market. You're like, no. Now that there's a possibility, I'm gonna demolish you, dude.
I mean, I would show you right now on camera.
You would have to lift your leg pretty high to get into the camera angle.
I can do that too.
You can, as long as you don't want to knock over a bunch of shit. I'm sure one of my audience members was like, fuck yeah, free feed pic. Fuck yeah. Fuck yes.
I love that.
No, I'm dead serious. We are going to do this. Like, the minute we wrap in this motherfucker up, my socks are coming off.
As long as it's not like the sex doll scandal.
No, you will be properly credited. But actually, I would like to talk about that since that is all
Oh my
fucking
god, that is hilarious to me. Like, I saw the one of me, and I'm like, okay, she's actually kind of hot, but she looks nothing like me.
I kind of want to look her up now.
Yeah, you should.
Let me go jump on the Twitter. I will admit this on camera. I looked to see if there's one of me. There's not one of me. Like, my dick's never been on the internet, so it's like, it's kind of good that there wasn't one of me. But I was just like, I've been around for a long time. I am an AVN nominee. Let's see. No. Did you see the one of Girthmaster? Like they.
Oh my god, I was dying. I was laughing my ass off. The way he phrased that was just fucking funny as fuck.
Oh no, it was fucking ridiculous. So for the audience who's unaware of this, what is happening at time of recording is some company, I think, I'm not even sure where they're based, started a website selling adult pleasure dolls. I think that's YouTube safe to say, that are stealing people's. They're not stealing anyone's likeness, not a single fucking person's likeness, but they are stealing their fucking names and saying like, "This is so and so's Alexa Payne sex doll." Like, and
it's even funnier just looking up your friends and be like, "This is your sex doll."
I don't feel like those from those images. Those dolls even fucking actually exist. I feel like the whole site's a scam.
It definitely is. 100% it's a scam.
Because it's one of those things where, like, some of those pictures are very much, like, AI generated. Like, they're missing fingers and shit like that. Or, like, their kneecaps in the wrong spot.
Literally. But Girthmasters.
Yeah, so, for anyone who's unaware, Girthmaster, by the time this drops, Girthmaster's episode is out. So you can tell he is a large, male-identifying human being. His package is, he lives up to his name. The doll, Girthmaster the doll, does not have the same equipment. Has a very girthy ass, though. What?
The Girthmaster doll is female, and Girthmaster is male.
Yeah, quite a bit. Like, it's wild. It's absolutely wild. I'm going to pull up.
I still haven't figured out who created this website.
I think Michael Federosi does know who did it because he's sending the cease and desist. Did you sign up for that?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
No, he's awesome. He's great.
At Porn Law. And there's been plenty of previous episodes with Federosi if you want to go back and check those out.
Are you pulling it up?
I am pulling it up.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to find.
I almost peed my pants earlier. I was laughing so hard, especially at just what he said. It made it even more funny.
The cease and desist may have already worked because I could not find your.
Oh, perfect. That's great that it's not there anymore.
Well, I was looking forward to seeing what you looked like in, weird sex doll land.
I might have a picture of it.
I'm down to see it. I want to see how ridiculous this is.
I had to take a picture of it because let me turn my phone back on.
It's okay. All of a sudden, your phone's just blowing up like an air raid siren.
It probably will.
Just turn to vibrate real quick. Flip the switch. Flip the switch. It's absolutely crazy that some site just like took everybody.
It is.
And made just random.
It's honestly, it's kind of funny because it's like I'm seeing all my friends and coworkers and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks nothing like them. And then my doll, I feel like didn't look anything like me. She was hot, but
did she at least have the right hair color? Because like
she had the right hair color. That's the only thing that looked identical to me.
They make her like small chested. Fuck.
No, she had big boobs.
Well, at least they got that right.
She was hot. She was slim thick.
If it was a real site, like actually endorsed by you, would you pick yourself up to like try to have threesomes with yourself?
If what with the doll that
if it was a legitimate doll, like if they made a legitimate doll of you,
yeah, I would fuck her. She was hot. She was slim thick. She had a tiny little waist, big boobs, and a big ass.
So eventually, when they do license a real doll for you, are you going to buy your own doll?
I mean,
or at least take your own doll home. Hopefully, they give you one
Yeah, I mean, they better give me one, and of course I would take it home.
Just after a long day on set, you're just like, sorry, babe, I can't do it tonight, and just hand him the doll.
I feel like I would take it home to just play pranks on my boyfriend. Like funny pranks.
Like, what would you do?
I don't know. Like, I would put it in the bed probably and record it and see, and like just to be like, to see if he would think it was me. You know, when you roll over in bed, like, see
Just
if he
sneak out
would cuddle with it.
Sneak out in the middle of the night, put the doll in.
Yeah, I would try to fuck with him. Just play funny ass pranks. I'm trying to find the picture of the doll.
I'm really curious.
I'm trying to see if I have it. Oh my gosh. Okay. No, that's not.
I'm curious, like, if there's OnlyFans content of people like fucking people that have their own dolls.
Oh, I'm sure that there is. There has to be.
I want to look into that, like, because that could be like someone's.
I'm telling you, there's a fetish for everything.
Well, for sure, but that could honestly be some dude's shtick. Is like he gets all the famous dolls, and just is like, you know. Dude performs. He's like, I'm performing with Stormy Daniels, and he's like fucking Stormy's doll. But
here's the doll.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't look like you at all.
I told you. She has a nice body, though.
Nice body, but doesn't look like you in the least bit.
No, not at all.
I'm not going to look it up while we're on air, but I'm legitimately curious if there is some dude who is just his whole OnlyFans is him fucking sex dolls.
Oh, I bet there is.
That definitely could be someone's fucking business model. Like, god damn, that would like be the most expensive OnlyFans to fucking make, because all those sex dolls are not cheap.
No, they're not. I remember one time I went to a sex shop. It was like one of those movie theaters, and I was there. I was looking for a vibrator, whatever, and I saw one of those dolls, and I was like, oh wow! Like I was like, hey, like what do one of those things cost? She was like, oh, like $3,000. Like people actually pay that to have sex with a rubber doll,
right?
That's crazy.
The crazy thing is that's higher than most people's boy-girl rates. So like,
yeah, no, you're not wrong.
So if like you were only going to do like one scene with the doll, you'd be better off actually booking the real performer.
Agreed.
You'd have to have like a whole series with each doll to make it like financially worth your time.
100%.
And then the cleanup, like that's personally like why I've never gotten into like fleshlights or any shit like that. It's just the idea of like cleaning up afterwards just seems like a horrible fucking idea. A fleshlight could feel fucking amazing.
I didn't even think about the cleanup for a fleshlight, but I guess that's because I don't have a dick. So I'm like,
wait, you don't have a dick?
No.
Oh my god. Oh no. For people who are curious at home, there's a lot of proof on the internet she does not have a dick.
No,
a lot of.
Just look me up on Pornhub.
Right? Yeah. That's the problem with like all those fucking things is like there's cleanup involved. Because like who's pulling out to nut somewhere else after using a fleshlight? I mean, that would be so fucking weird. It's just like, oh, I'm about to like the fleshlight's edging me and then pulling out and like finding Kleenex or whatever really quick to like. It's just like way too much fucking effort. Way. But then again, if that's your thing, I'm not here to kink shame. And I've heard stories like people like, I guess the interior of the fleshlights are technically dishwasher safe.
Are they?
I believe so.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
I could be completely lying right now. I have to.
You can put the fleshlight in the dishwasher.
I believe so, but I also could be lying right now.
You could like get your rocks off and then put it in the dishwasher, wait like, 30 minutes to an hour, then get your rocks off again.
Yeah, but your dishes go in there. No. No. Gross. No. No, internet. I don't want to learn how to clean a flashlight. I want to clean a fleshlight. Only fleshlight. Oh.
You pulled it up.
Maybe I was lying about the dishwasher thing. There's a whole article. How to clean your fleshlight. Here's how to keep it fresh and feeling great.
Oh.
I mean, that's important. If you're dropping... I don't even know how much a fucking fleshlight costs. Like,
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it's in the hundreds. I'd be afraid to stick my dick in anything that costs like $50.
That's fair. I wouldn't want to either.
I'm sure there's plenty of dudes that would. spending that kind of money on a fleshlight and then like having it go bad just off the bat. Oh shit. Fleshlights are as little as $70 apparently.
Oh wow, okay.
I guess the branded ones are more expensive. I don't fucking know. Like, this shows how much I am in the fleshlight market. But yeah, there's a whole article here about how to fucking clean it.
How do you clean it?
According to an expert with sexual wellness brand Love Honey, lubricants and bodily fluids can both deteriorate a toy over time, so cleaning them after use is essential to making them last. Like, I don't know. I feel like most dudes, after I come, the last thing I want to do is clean.
That's true.
Have you ever had like an intense orgasm and been like, yeah, I feel like I want to go clean shit right now?
No.
No. The most I'm going to do is go grab a towel for someone else. Run some water over my dick, and that's the extent of what I want to do. There's been plenty of times in my life where it was just like, no, I'm going to lie in my own filth here. It's fine. So the idea of like cleaning your fleshlight, because you got to take the fucking sleeve out of the case, apparently.
Really?
Yep.
Is it waterproof?
To a degree.
Because wouldn't like come, I feel like, be wet.
You got to like properly store them too, apparently.
Oh, room temperature?
Well, and just make sure like the end is closed off, because otherwise shit could get in your fleshlight. And that'd be horrifying. You stick your dick in there and all of a sudden like, ow, what the fuck is that?
Oh, that sounds awful. That's cringe.
Oh my God. So start by running some water, some warm, not hot water, through one end and out the other. Too hot and you'll start to damage the toy's material. Now with the water still running, reach into either end and rub around the sides with your fingers to dislodge anything that might be lurking.
Miserable.
There are many crevices in the strokers. Some designs more than others, which can hide lube and other things that might not be caught by simple running water.
That's a selling point.
Yeah. You can also try to holding one end of the sleeve to let it fill with water, cover the other end and give it a shake before running more water throughout to clean everything else out. Then add some cleaner to help dissolve any last remnants of the lube and keep your toy ready for action. More on which cleaner to use can be found below. Dudes, comment below, but that sounds like way too much effort. I'm not trying to knock Fleshlight. I would be thrilled if you want to sponsor the show, but that's too much post-orgasm effort for my world.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, once again, y'all have it easy. How much do you have to clean your vibe after you're done?
I mean, you always have to clean yourself when you're done. I might not have a dick, but I still have to clean what goes in there.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you're just using a vibrator, not like actual sex.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, how much?
I mean, I still always clean the vibrator off.
Like that? Like, are you
not like that? No, not like that. No.
You don't have to break out a cleaning solution to clean your vibe, unless you're having really intense orgasms. And good on you if you are.
I mean, I have like the toy cleaner, but you just put it on there.
Yeah, give it a quick rub down, and
yeah.
You're on your way. Like, this is a whole fucking to do for, especially post orgasm.
I will admit though, it would be cool as fuck to have a mold of my pussy.
Well,
and know that like people are using that,
and then having to clean it.
Well, that's them.
Well, yeah, you're like, after you fuck it, that's not my problem. No, that would be awesome, and like, I'm hoping that happens for you.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Keep killing it. I'm sure it's gonna fucking happen.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, it's just nice. It's cool knowing that like there's people in random parts of the world that have a mold of my pussy.
And are getting off to it.
Exactly.
Does that actually like arouse you, the idea of like people getting off to you?
It feels good. I feel like, it's a cool feeling. I'm like, oh, there's somebody somewhere in the world that's getting off to me. I'm making them horny. That's great.
Fuck yeah. That's legitimately like a lot of fucking power to have.
It is.
How does it feel to be that powerful?
I don't know. I guess it feels good.
You're like, just another day of the week. It's cool. It's cool.
Just a normal day in the neighborhood.
I mean, for the audience who's unaware, like, you were a house girl at one point too, right?
A what?
A house girl, you stripped.
Yeah, I was a dancer.
What's more appealing, like the dudes that used to be horny in the club, or like the people on the internet that are horny for you now?
I honestly feel like it's kind of the same.
Really?
Yeah.
I know those are definitely different interactions, so that's why I was curious.
It is different interactions, but I feel like they're, people are both seeking the same thing. Everybody just wants to have a good time and release, stress.
Is that what we're calling it now? Stress?
I guess. Everybody wants to come at the end of the day. You want to come. If you're watching porn on the internet, your objective is to come. Like, you want to feel good. If you're at the club, you're going there because maybe you're not going to come right then and there, but you're going there for a certain feeling.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You obviously have a lot more experience with it than I do. But I feel like a lot of dudes that are coming to the club are also like kind of looking for some, imaginary companionship.
Right. Yeah. So, maybe they're looking for something a little bit deeper, but at the end of the day,
I mean, it's an illusion.
They just want to feel satisfaction of some sort.
No one's rolling into the strip club like, oh yeah, you can say it into the mic.
Okay.
You need to pee.
Yes, I do have to pee.
Cool. Go pee.
Okay. Be right back.
No worries. Did you have a good pee?
I did.
Everything came out?
Yes.
Awesome.
All the liquids came out.
I don't have to torch the bathroom?
No.
You sure you didn't do a quick farting video in there?
Definitely sure.
Well, you should have. Good time.
I didn't have to go.
Just disappointing someone out there. But I had a farting custom and you could have done. Oh. Nah, it's all good.
I'm always so cold.
More alcohol helps with that. I found in my professional opinion. So what does 2024, see, I've been drinking. What does 2024 have in store for you? Like, what are the plans for the upcoming year?
In what aspect?
Everything.
I really don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, I don't ever really plan anything as far as work. I mean, yeah, of course, that's always planned. But as far as going places and fun things that I'm going to do, I always just go in the moment.
You into music at all? Or?
I am.
You got any shows that are coming up that you're like, oh, I got to go see this person?
Not right now.
Like, who are your top artists? Like,
I mean, I'm into all different kinds of music. I like country, I like rap, rock, all that.
What is the top show you've been to?
I didn't really go to a lot of shows.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I used to go to EDM stuff, like raves and stuff like that when I was a little bit younger for fun.
Well, I hope you weren't going there because it wasn't fun.
No, I had a great time. It was always a blast.
So how'd you end up in the rave scene?
Me and my friend actually were really bored one day. Then we were like, we should go here and, do a little bit of MDMA. And then that's what happened.
That sounds about right.
It was fun, though. We had a great time.
So what was your first rave? Like, where was it? How old were you?
I think I was 18. It was a music festival. I don't remember the name of it.
Back in Texas?
Yes.
It was like, this in the Dallas area?
Yes.
Just took some MDMA and off to the races.
Yeah, we had a wild time. It was a lot of fun.
Well, tell me about the wild time. What happened?
I mean, it was the first music festival that I ever went to. But it was just honestly so much fun. Everyone there was so nice, in such a great mood. We just walk around, meet new people, meet new friends. It was a blast.
You still in contact with any of those friends?
Yeah, actually I am.
So why aren't you going to raves anymore?
I don't have time.
We got to make time. What's the point in all this glamour, money, and everything you're working for if you don't get to go fucking enjoy life?
I mean, I still enjoy life.
Well, if you're not, why are you not going to raves? Why? Sound like you had a good time at them.
I just feel like I'm getting a little bit older now, so
that's all in your head. I'm pretty sure you could still go tear it up if you really wanted to.
Oh no, of course, 100%.
Why aren't you?
Well, I just don't have the time.
Breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. I don't have time to go do something that I really enjoy doing. It's a bummer. Like, because, I'm a big proponent of working to live, not living to work.
Right. No, 100%. But, by working, hopefully I'll be able to do those things at a younger age.
I get it. It's like trying to squirrel away some now. Like, the whole fucking pandemic fucked up so much shit. Like,
it did.
Like, fucked up everyone's plans. Like, I get it. It's just like, gotta fucking make the money.
Yeah, 100%.
We gotta find a rave for you to go to. We gotta find one. Like, there's gotta be one coming up somewhere in Florida that you gotta go and just go dance and have fun.
I'll find a music festival just for you, and I'll send you pictures.
Aw. I just want to encourage people to like go out there and fucking have fun with shit.
No, I agree. I feel like you always have to make time for yourself, and you always have to make time to have fun and let loose and be happy, because life is definitely short.
Yeah, and unexpected. Like, not to be a fucking downer, but I'm sure everyone who fucking died of COVID was not expecting to be dead from COVID.
Exactly.
They're like, I got a fucking 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever. And no, they don't.
Yeah, life is short. So you're right. Like, you should always make time to have fun and do things like that.
I personally feel like I haven't lived unless I die in debt. Like, I'm not planning on having kids, so there ain't shit to leave to anybody. So fuck it. What are they going to do? Come after my fucking corpse? I don't care. That's my wildly irresponsible plan. Don't at me. But
you got to make a bucket list.
What's on yours?
A bunch of things.
Such as?
Having a bukkake on the beach.
A bukkake on the beach. How many dudes are we talking in this bukkake?
I don't know, maybe like 50 or 60?
Jeez. 50 or 60 dudes. All right. Set the stage. What beach are we thinking here? Are we thinking a Florida beach? Are we thinking a California beach?
That's so specific.
Well, I'm just trying to get a vision of your fantasy here.
Well, when you want to go to the beach, do you know exactly what beach you want to go to?
Yes.
Which one?
I want to go to like one of those fucking white sandy beaches like in the Caribbean.
Okay. Same here.
Okay. So you want to fly fucking 50 dudes to out of country or?
Well, why would I have to fly them? I feel like if they want to fuck me hard enough, they would just be there.
Well, it's a bukkake. No one's fucking you.
That's also true. Well, if they want their dick sucked by me, then, they'll be there.
Well, traditionally, they're not even touching you except with their loads.
I feel like that's enough.
Well, for them, years and years ago, I had who's a male performer friend of mine he got in doing bukkakes, like being an open bukkakes. He's like, you should come do this with me, bro. I'm like, no, why would I do that? Like, having my dick on the internet just to jerk off on someone just seems like a bad plan to me. As a dude, for you, that's awesome. As a dude who doesn't want to be talent, like,
I guess you're right. I can't really say I know 100% where you're coming from because I don't have a dick. But
as we have well established on this episode, 50 dudes like on a beach. Oh, wow, that'd be fucking rad. Like,
sounds like a romantic time.
Just everyone's. Have you ever thought about like doing one of like the massive fucking gangbangs?
I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see what the future holds.
Well,
right now I don't have any plans on it.
I'm just, trying to see what else is on the bucket list.
That's not on the bucket list as of now.
Okay. What else is?
Different things.
Such as?
I mean, I would like to travel the world, stuff like that. Maybe get my vagina pierced. I don't know. We'll see. That's a joke.
Why does that gotta be a joke? You can get your clit pierced.
I've had my nipples pierced.
Took them out?
So the first time I did it, I was sober. The second, and then it grew in. I took it out and then it grew in very fast. Second time I did it, I was drunk. And I only did one because the first time they did them both at a time. The second time they did one at a time. So after the first one, I was like, fuck, that hurt so bad. Like, I almost passed out. Like, There's no way I can get the other one done.
So were you drunk and like rolled into a shop and did it? Or it was like this at a party and someone's like, I got you.
It was at a shop. I'm actually surprised that they even pierced my nipple.
They definitely shouldn't have if you were drunk.
I ended up taking it out after a week and then it grew in.
Yeah, that flesh grows back real fast.
It does.
Well, I'm curious. So like, let's keep exploring the bucket list. What else is on there?
I don't know, like a lot of things, I guess. I've never been skydiving. I've always wanted to do that. So maybe we'll do that.
It's fun.
I'm like scared shitless of heights. I hate heights.
I will tell you, I've done it. It's fun. It's terrifying, but it's fun.
Terrifying, but fun.
Sorry for my audience. I'm sure I've told this story on there years ago, but I did it back in Chicago at Skydive Chicago, which is like out in fucking farmland. And they pack you in like fucking sardines into this little fucking plane that feels like it's being powered by a lawnmower. It's just put, 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 put into the fucking air. And you're strapped to your instructor. And it's just like, you look out of the plane and you can see the divisions in the farmland.
Oh my gosh.
So this is like, oh shit, this is real. This is fucking real. Fuck. And then for me, once I was out of the plane, I was fine. I was just like, this shit's beyond my control now. Whatever fucking happens, happens. And the feeling on my body was like being on a really fast roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fucking exhilarating. And then
But how long did the fall actually last?
So the free fall part, about a minute.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you free fall for about a minute, and then nothing is greater in life than feeling the parachute pop and being under canopy, like where stop.
It's like just a big ass adrenaline rush.
Oh, 100%. And you are still very fucking high up at the point where the parachute pops.
See, I don't know. I feel like I would probably piss myself, and not in the good way.
Is there ever really a good way to piss yourself?
I guess technically, if you're squirting, doesn't that count?
Depending on who you ask. For me, it was exhilarating once like the parachute popped and it's like, oh, I'm going to be okay. I'm not going to die like this. Because there was definitely a very real feeling of like, oh, shit could go really fucking wrong here.
Right.
And once I was on the ground, like, yeah, my adrenaline dumped. It was just like a full-on adrenaline dump. And it was just like, okay, I'm good now.
I'm going to live.
Yep, I'm going to live. I was also a colossal asshole for my audience who hasn't heard the story. Like, they make you sign like pages of waivers for when you do it and like put someone on emergency contact. I put my very recent ex at the time as my emergency contact.
Oh, no.
I'm like, if I die here, she's going to be the first to know. It was kind of a dick move. I love
it. I love the pettiness.
Yeah, I mean, the breakup was very fresh and very raw at the moment. So
I get it.
God, just slight. Thankfully, didn't die. Didn't die.
As long as you didn't die. That's all that matters.
Listen, I don't think I'm dead. Are we doing this in the afterlife? Is this how I'm spending eternity? Just interviewing people? Fuck. I'm alive, right?
Yes, you're alive.
Okay, cool. We've established this. Awesome. Well, you should go fucking skydiving, though.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Maybe. Well, if it's on your bucket list, why is it a maybe?
It's on my bucket list. I just don't know if it's something I want to do right now.
Well, you want to wait till you're 60 and got a bad hip?
Maybe.
Like, fuck it.
Maybe when I'm 60, I'll know I have a bad hip, and that'll just be more of an excuse to want to do something dangerous.
You're just like, fuck it. I've had a good life. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Like, how long is your list? Is it?
I mean, it's pretty long, but I feel like I just want to live life in the moment. Like, if I'm in Europe and something crosses my list, then something crosses my list at the time.
No, I am all for it. I am all for living in the moment. Like, I think 5-year plans are bullshit.
Who has a 5-year plan anymore?
I'm sure somebody does.
Unless you're like a Karen.
But even then, like, if you are a rational human being, after what we've gone through in the last 3 years, you should be like, yeah, 5-year plans are bullshit. Like, nobody planned for what happened in 2020. Fucking derailed everybody. What's to stop 100 other things in fucking life from derailing your bullshit 5-year plan? And especially people that are denying themselves other things that they want to do because, oh, I'll do that after such and such happens, after I've planned for this, after I've planned for that.
Right. I mean, nobody plans for things to happen. Right. All the major events in my life, I feel like weren't planned. And I mean, there's been a couple, but...
What were the planned events?
I mean, like graduating, stuff like that. But like all of like, you know, the crazy fun experiences that you have in life, I feel like are never planned.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. And a lot of them, it's just like, sometimes you got to do some shit that's ill-advised just for the story. Sometimes you're just like, this might be a bad idea, but it's going to make for a good story. Because regrets really should only come from things you don't do, in my personal opinion. If you tried something, it didn't work out, as long as it didn't fucking kill you, you learn from it, hopefully. You're like, okay, that wasn't for me.
I feel like that's the part of growing up.
It's the part of doing life competently.
True. But I've also done things in life that weren't very competent.
Like what? What? You have a successful career. Like
I do. I feel like everybody does. I feel like, you know, everybody makes dumb mistakes in life.
Oh, 100%.
And then you look back at them and laugh.
100%. They're only a problem if you don't learn from them.
Exactly. If
you're just like, oh man, that was a really stupid thing to do. Yeah, I'm going to do that again. That's a problem. That 100% is a problem. Doing it, being like, this isn't for me, or that was, a mistake. That's part of life. And it's a good thing to do. I mean, we're only here for a limited time, so having the most amount of experiences is what we should be doing.
Correct.
Unfortunately, so many people aren't willing to do that. Like, so many people are afraid to get out of their comfort zone because either they're afraid of what their friends, family, or whatever may judge them for, or just their own internal fears.
I agree.
Live life, people.
I feel like my family always knew that I was going to be like the wild child. I feel like that was known since high school. Actually, probably before high school.
What, you out here like starting fires? I mean, we already know that like you could possibly get away with murder as long as they don't take you into the interrogation
I feel like
room.
my family always knew that I couldn't get away with murder, but they also always knew that I was going to be like the wild one out of me, and because I have a younger brother, out of me and my younger brother. And he knows that too.
What were you out here doing?
What wasn't I out here doing?
I don't know. What wild shit were you into as a kid?
I mean, like nothing too crazy.
You out here shoplifting? Like,
no, nothing like that.
Just, running away from home? What?
No, I just feel like, like there's always like the one normal sibling, and then there's like the wild child, like, like the free spirit type.
I mean, obviously, you've ended up in the right career for that.
Yeah,
being the wild.
I guess you could say that.
Does your brother have a square job? Don't out him what he does, but does he have a...
No, he doesn't. I love my brother. He's crazy too.
Maybe it's just a whole family. No, but... It's good that like you ended up here then. Like this is the place for wild children.
Yeah, this is the spot.
Yeah, this is definitely the land of misfit toys. Like nobody ever planned to get here, but like once everyone got here, it's just like, oh yeah, this is the place.
Pretty much how it works.
It's actually about that time. We're gonna call last call on this motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
So before we get you out of here, where can we find you on the things?
Okay, so on Instagram, it's going to be Alexa, like Amazon, and then Payne, Payne, 2 E's, XX. And then on Twitter, it's going to be Alexa Payne, XX.
Hell yeah. Alexa, it was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.
My pleasure. And we got to take a feet pic real quick. So
Yes, we are taking this feet pic.
until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Cheers.